So how do you financially thrive in life? How is it, Joe, that you're able to make 6 and 7 figures a year after you've gone through all the crap? I'm going to show you how to make that accomplishment for yourself. I'm going to show you how to I'm going to show you how to accomplish what you desire in life. Welcome. This is Joe Cox. Life Made Simple, helping you understand how to get through this crazy narcissistic world. As you can see, that's not good. So I'm helping you get through this crazy narcissistic world. I'm trying to help you. I almost fell off this porch. One of the bricks slid while I'm sitting here. Sorry about that. I'm going to help you get through this world, and I'm going to help you understand that every one of you can thrive. What's holding you back? What is truly holding you back? And this was the hardest thing for me to accept. It wasn't anybody out here. It was me. I was holding myself back. So wonder if I tell you, you're your only limitation. Think about that for a minute. So when I was struggling, I could barely make $15,000 a year. So now I can easily make 5 figures a month. I make more than $15,000 in a month now. How is it that I could only make that in a year before? It's because I wasn't balanced in mind, body, and spirit. So many people are out there functioning in life, but not really living life. You're existing, paying your bills, doing what you're supposed to do, but you're not really living life to the fullest. Some people make the money and have everything else out of sorts. Today, I have balance in all areas. It's taken me over 50 years to learn how to do this. That's why I'm sharing it with you. Why is the number one problem that we have is accepting that we are our own limitation. Well, why does that matter, Joe? Because when you take 100% responsibility and accountability for yourself, there are no limitations. Making excuses, not being accountable, not being responsible, all those limit you. Those keep you out of harmony with life, with your life force. These are the unseen things that you're never really taught about. I was never even taught about this stuff in church. I was never taught that I had unlimited power. I was always told that, hey, you're a sinner. Um, you got to jump through this hoop, this hoop, this hoop, give the church all this money, and maybe, just maybe, you won't be cast out to fire and brimstone and, burn in hell for eternity. And it just never made sense. I'm like, wow, a loving God would do that to me? Life now makes total sense. When you live in harmony and in balance, everything is in balance and everything is everything is congruent. Everything is in when we live in harmony, everything is where it's supposed to be, when it's supposed to be. I got two bumblebees either attacking each other or like each other, one of the two. They're flying around me. They're not a threat, but the buzzing is pretty loud right here in my ear, so maybe you'll see them. Um, I love coming down this time of year because everything is spring. The pollen's horrible right now, but at the same time, the pollen's beautiful. See, you got it. Everything you look at life, I just said, okay, it's horrible. Why? Because a lot of people have sinus problems. But as a general rule, I don't think it's horrible. I think it's beautiful because it pollinates everything and makes everything look beautiful. So, this is another thing in our belief system is I don't really believe that pollen is a bad thing. It's a good thing. So in turn, I don't have allergies. How many people go around with allergies and say, my allergies? Well, they've already claimed it, so they're going to keep it. You know, there's proven over and over that people that change their thought pattern about anything in their life changes. If you start repeating to yourself every day, multiple times a day, that I love pollen and it's good for my body, and it has no effect on my body, then you'll slowly stop being allergic to it. Or what's happened is your mind has programmed to where it's trying to repel it, trying to reject it. Accept it, process it, and that's with anything, whether it's a thought. Think about that. When things get rough at work, you know, everything's a lesson in life. Do you learn the lesson? Do you reject it? Do you go hide behind whatever? I am my own boss, and that works best for me because I know where I want to excel and how I want to get there. Working for somebody else, it's going to limit me. I'm on a 1099 independent contractor for my real estate brokerage. And what I want to do is help you understand that if you really want to make a lot of money, you can. The question is, how bad do you want it? What are you doing every day to get what you really desire in life? Just waiting for it to fall in your lap? That's what most people do. I've been sitting here all day and not $1 million has not fallen in my lap. Do you realize once you get successful and the money is no longer an issue, all your other problems are going to be greater. That's what happened to me at 35. When I got where money was no problem, all my other problems seemed so much bigger because I never addressed them. Work on those things simultaneously. I'll give you an example. If you want it bad enough, focus on it every day, every minute of the day. I can have somebody that needs to get a loan, and we pull their credit, and they need to look at their credit and say, oh, got to have this work before you can buy this house over here that you like. So you need to clean your credit up. You need to get this paid off and do this and hire, a credit repair company, whatever it might take. I've seen people go in and be so aggressive within 3 days, their credit is already coming up. I've seen people take it passively, and in the time we have something under contract, they're not doing their work. They lose their earnest money, they lose the house, they lose all, and they're like, oh, I have bad credit. I just couldn't get the loan. You have bad credit because, one, you allowed it to get bad, and number two, you didn't do what it took. You didn't want it bad enough to fix it. Think about it. Anything in your life, whether it's a relationship, remember, you can't force anybody to do anything. This is about what you want for you out of life, not how I want my kids to treat me. You know what? Talking about kids treating their parents. When I'm around children that are calm, I've always noticed that the parents are calm. And even when the kids are acting up, they talk to them in a calm manner. So we've got our first grandbaby, and I've noticed that my kids and my daughter-in-law, I'm just amazed. She did something that I've never seen done, and I hear it's a thing now. But when our grandbaby was just a few months old, she started teaching her sign language. So now the baby can communicate when she's hungry or when she needs something or what she wants without even crying. Babies cry when they don't get what they want or what they feel like they need. And so she taught her like this when she was hungry or when she wanted to be nursed or whatever. I thought that was amazing. I'd never heard of that. And so in turn, she hardly ever cries because she's got sign languages to help say what she needs to do something, that she can't speak the words yet, so she can sign it. That was brilliant. That was brilliant that she even knew that was a thing. And she's a stay-at-home mom, too. That little baby is so freaking smart. Let's say you take that same baby and put it in a home that the parents don't pay attention. They scream at the baby. Well, that baby's going to be screaming. The reason I say that is no matter where you come from, you are born the perfect you. The things that happen to you, you had no control of. So now that you're an adult, you have total power over everything in your life. I started all over at 50 years old. So don't say I'm 30 and my life's over, or 35 or 40. The good thing is I took stuff throughout my life, training and skills, and I got all these skills, but I was still broken. But when I got my act together, I took all those skills I'd learned, pulled them together, and put them out there. Now I'm a good provider for my wife. I'm a good teacher, I believe. I think I'm a pretty good teacher anyway. Y'all can leave it in the comments saying, Joe, you suck. This is the last video I'm ever listened to. I'm messing. But no, I like to think that I'm a good teacher, and I want to be able to express myself so I can inspire you guys to create the life that you want to create for yourself. Just know that you're loved, man. And your job, if you're struggling financially, do something different. Meaning, okay, if you're doing something and you're not learning something else or learning another skill, don't fall for these easy, get rich quick stuff. Take this course, $5,000, you'll have a new job making $100,000. No, you got to build skills up. Now, I will tell you the number one skill today is people skills. That is where I'm strong today. I am strong as hell in people skills because my clients know exactly where they stand at all times. They never wonder. They've got my cell phone number. It's called the Joe Hotline. If they ever have a question, they can call me 7 days a week from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. So why wouldn't people give me a 5-star review? I make sure that I make sure my people feel they're taken care of. No matter how much I think I take care of them, I make sure they feel it. I'll ask them throughout the process. You feel like you're being taken care of? Is there anything I can do more? I tell them in the very beginning, the first time I meet them, my goal is to deliver you 5-star service. I've upped that to 6-star service now. Give me 5 stars for a 6-star service. I'm good with that. I want to make sure everybody is in harmony with our transactions and harmony in life. But money will come to you. And all this manifesting, it's not like it's going to fall out of the sky and you go to the mailbox, and that's how they make it out to be. What it is when you learn to what you give, you receive what you give, right? You get back what you put out. Okay, you plant the seeds. It might not come today, but it will down the road. I've seen things come back to me from years ago now. The seeds I planted. Friends I haven't talked to years come back into my life, and I got one guy. He's best friend. I mean, he's like a brother to me. I'm very close to him now, and I have so much gratitude. I knew him back in the 80s, the mid 80s. So um, it's just life is a learning experience. And when we look at this as life school and looking for your lesson every day, it makes life a lot more enjoyable. Remember, you won't ever go through things, or you, let me rephrase this. You know those people that say, this always happens to me? Well, the first thing I think of now is, well, it's happened to you and you don't like each time it happens to you, and it's probably getting worse each time because you're not learning your lesson. There's something you're not following. You're not in sync with life. If you keep dating the wrong person, that means you keep attracting the right person. So it's not a matter of you picking them. They're picking you, whether you realize it, because you're attracting the very thing that you don't want because you haven't worked on yourself. Become the person that you want to marry. Become the person that you want to hang out with. Think about that. Be the person that makes $1 million a year, $100,000 a month, $10,000 a month, whatever you want. Set a goal and start working on that every day. Live it. Your life will change in amazing ways. This is Joe Cox, Life Made Simple. Please like and subscribe if you like the videos. Check out the book, Life Made Simple, Secrets to Wealth and Happiness, Hidden in Plain Sight. 100% guarantee. It's not about narcissism. A lot of people said, I've read enough books on narcissism. It's not about narcissism. It's about what I needed as 18 years old to thrive in life and to make the money I do today, and to be, and to be married to the love of my life, man. How is it that I got so fortunate now, and it's not by accident? I put effort in it. Things don't just randomly happen. I'm telling you, you've got what it takes. From my heart to yours. This is Joe Cox, signing off. Bye-bye.